Hi, I'm Steve. I was asked to speak about Abraham, or Abram as he was first named, and my thoughts about the Bible verses that introduce him to us. Okay, it seems to me that most of us already connect Abram with faith. Most of us know that he was called by God way, way back in time. From Genesis, we can know his ancestry even all the way back to Noah. We know where he was born, a place called Ur of Chaldea. And if we read enough Genesis, we even know that Abram's father was called by God to leave Chaldea and move his family westward to Canaan. They, of course, walked, and after 500 miles of walking, they settled in a place then called Haran. Years passed there, and Abram grew into an adult. He met Sarai. They got married. Sometime after that came God's call. God's instructions to Abram were simple, difficult, and vague. As Genesis 12:1 tells, God told Abram to go forth from your country and from your relatives and from your father's house to the land which I will show you. So all these elements, leaving home, family, and country for a destination to be determined, definitely required faith. And they went. Abram and Sarai traveled another 500 miles and they reached Canaan. Later on, they traveled farther still, crisscrossing the ancient regions of the Middle East. But God also included great promises in his deal with Abram, and I imagine these promises must have often been in Abram's thoughts. Verses 2 and 3 of Gen 12 tell those promises God made. I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great. And I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you, I will curse. And in you, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Wow, a big journey for an old man to think about which party actually took more responsibility. That's food for thought. But yes, to walk hundreds of miles to new places never seen before, and with your spouse, that's not easy. Leaving home, family, and country, not easy, whether 4,000 or 5,000 years ago or today. So clearly, Abram and Sarai were well motivated. On his journey, Abram encountered God a few more times, and one of these later meetings, God renamed Abram as Abraham. It even occurred to me that Abraham was sort of like an ancient times Forrest Gump. And in thinking about Abram's faith, I thought back to when I developed my own. Back when I was 5 or 6, my first beliefs came with 100% faithful certainty. Belief in parents, in God, in my church. I believed in my kindergarten teacher, my school bus driver, and pretty much everyone I met or knew of, including Captain Kangaroo. But as I grew older, my child-certain faith got battered around. That's not uncommon, is it? Our early beliefs get battered. It's a shock to a child when doubts first enter. So what do we do after we learn how to stop crying? As we grow up and our beliefs are challenged, sometimes we change them. But as we grow a little older, we become more stubborn. We don't just toss away core beliefs with a weekly trash. Instead, we seek more information on the subject. We look deeper. We reconsider. We extend what we know to accommodate the new data. I think our earliest and core beliefs have very flexible staying power. For me, my faith in God thankfully has grown along with me, and it's not been easy. You might even compare faith to Route 422. More than once it's been relocated, rebuilt, revamped, and repaved. It's smooth now, but last year it was pretty bumpy. So it takes work to maintain both roads and beliefs. And then it occurred to me that Abraham's motivated faith is not so uncommon. Our own faith and our ideas and our goals and reaching for them is what motivates us throughout all our lives, isn't it? And what about faith in God? How is it reinforced and maintained? Isn't it through our worship services? Yes, lately that's been supplanted by a combination of a website, email, and Zoom. But our worship services and the things developed temporarily are how we maintain our faith in Him. And all of that comes about directly through our gifts of time and money. So this fall, before you make your financial pledge to our church for the coming year, go ahead and compare your own personal journey of faith to Abraham's. You may be as surprised as I was. I enjoy thinking about faith and how it motivates. Thanks for listening. Peace be with you.